Okay. Hey guys, it's Steven with the Quirky Lotus. It's Bucket Friday, and we have a good friend of mine is here. Go ahead, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi. I guess I should have set my name to my professional name. I forgot. I'm Serendipity Weird, also Laura Ingersoll. I don't know what psychic, yoga instructor, creative person,
Master of many things.
something like
Student
that.
of many things. Master of
Magic
I don't
maker. I don't know. I do things. I do magical little things.
So if you took our rune class, she was the one that taught the class of that. That was really cool. You do
fun.
yoga. She does readings and everything else. So and she's in Florida. So we are utilizing the amazingness
Power of technology.
So so we're trying this, or let me put it this way, I'm trying this. You're more professional at it than I am, so I'm still baby stepping a lot of this.
You act goofy enough on Facebook Live, and it becomes it's comfortable. You're just like, oh, I cried in front of the internet, whatever. Because I do daily divination pulls in line with challenges I create through on Facebook Live. So sometimes the cards call you out, and you just cry on the internet. It's good times.
Yeah, well, that's how. Ooh, look, the wind's blowing. So the wind said, "Not today." That's kind of how Fuck It Friday got started. Is Amanda and I just kind of was like, hey, we're just sitting around doing nothing, and then it turned into, hey, let's talk about some stuff and everything else. So that was pretty cool. But I think it's cool that I am being pushed to learn technology, and I say pushed because I am kicking and fighting and screaming and. Spirit's like, we'll just shut down the whole world and you'll have to learn it. So,
you'll get there. I believe in you. You got this, friend.
So, what we wanted to do today is talk to you guys some about just some of the coping things that we're bringing into our own lives, and some of the things that we're doing to get us through just day in and day out, right? Whatever day it is,
Yeah. Oh, that's a question I ask myself like every morning. I'm like, wait, what day is it? Are we on Thursday or Friday? I knew it was Friday though. So
I was pretty good because I found out yesterday was Thursday. So I was like, oh, today's Friday, So I had that kind of going for me. So what are some of the things that you find yourself personally doing?
I'm definitely intentionally grounding a lot more than I used to.
Yeah.
That's been, in fact, I that kind of goes back to the thing that started me coping a little more better.
A little
more better. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, like a week or two or so, I don't know, time's a whole big weird continuum right now. I was having some not good days where I was just like, I'm play video games all day long and not think about anything else.
Yeah.
I'm just going to run from it, right? So then I made myself this little list of like mundane, like take self-care things.
Right.
I was like, brush hair, why don't we brush the hair? Maybe brush the teeth too, that kind of thing. We didn't get too ambitious and put shower on there because that's reaching. That's reaching. But, get dressed in clothes that I like specifically. Yeah. And just some things like that. And I put like ground, center, put a little practice element in there.
Right.
And that has helped tremendously. Like that's actually been the key to like a transition over about a week to being like, oh, I got this ish. I don't,
Ish. I like that ish.
I don't know. I might not know what's going to happen tomorrow and things feel super uncertain still, but like I'm clean. So that's cool. I'm ready to, I've got new clothes on, whatever those are. I really feel like those basic things for me have been really, really key to being in a much better mental place.
Those small things for me too. I think those small things for me just like have made a huge difference of really being able to have the days go from like a blur. Like I'm losing time. There's a lot of time that it's 4 o'clock at 1 minute, and then it's 10 o'clock the next minute, and then it's 2 days later the next minute, So I think for me, those little shower was really big. And getting outside. Like it's almost like I am being called to be outside a lot, which is, I'm usually if I'm home on the couch kind of person, and so it's different. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I got you. I forgot about that. Sit in the sun is one of those check mark boxes.
Nice.
And I try to combine that with that like make food, drink coffee one, because coffee is also a pinpoint there.
Right.
Because multitasking, want to get things done. But being out in the sun is definitely, that's been a huge thing for me as well. It's just like I'm soaking up and letting go, and it's nice. It's a recharge, and I can go back in the house and kind of be like, cool, I got this.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. So what we're saying to you guys is, if you're feeling crappy, step outside. You know what? I feel bad for people who are like in apartments. Like in this moment, I've never been grateful necessarily for the fact that we're in a house. Like I like it, and yay, we bought it, but I've never really put a lot of gratitude-based thought into the fact of we own a house and we have land and we have, these things outside that I can sit under, until the parks are closed and there's nowhere else to go. And then I'm like, oh, but we have an outside, and I think for me, finding the small things that I've not paid attention to and being thankful for them have made a huge difference in my own attitude, I don't know.
And I think you bring up a really good point, because I was thinking about that. I am renting a home. I don't own, but I have found myself being incredibly grateful that I do have a space that I can walk out into and sit. I mean, it's horrendously hot because I'm in Southwest Florida and I have no shade on the cement, but like I'm okay with that. I will cope with that. And I've been reading a lot of other people's anecdotes and what they're doing to cope and whatnot, and even just opening the blinds and intentionally looking outside, whether even if it's not a fantastic view, maybe if you can just like look up and see a little piece of sky. I find that sort of thing to be really invigorating as well, like just being able to see the sky a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of energy into that. I think that plays into a lot of the energy exchange that's going on. Words are hard. I need the whole world to speed up and be telepathic.
I feel you like 10,000% on that. But yeah, words are super hard.
But I think
especially when you're translating spirit to English, like in readings and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So many people, I've had so many readings and stuff come up here lately where people are saying, I'm getting these symbols and I'm getting these images and I'm getting all this stuff, but I can't make any sense of it. The auto writing and it just coming out as mumbo jumbo kind of thing and everything else. And I'm just like, I need a translator. I've been speaking spirit for what I thought was a good amount of time, but I need a translator.
It's like you literally just pulled those words out of my head. Like seriously, because I had one of my peeps message me directly earlier asking me about automatic writing specifically and how to translate it.
Nice.
Like what do you do with that? And I gave him a few tips and stuff, and so that's so, like, to me that's so unbelievably funny that you just also that you're seeing that amongst your peeps.
The patterns. I think the patterns. And I think for people who have been
Dog? Ah. That does not mute the microphone. That turns the video off. In case you didn't know.
Oh, that's awesome. But I think a lot of people who are in a position, who have been leading people and healing people and really trying to open these doors for themselves and others for a really long time, I think they're getting to a stage where they are seeing a lot of people come to them and say, okay, now what? Now where's my next tool? And I, for me, that's almost the most amazing part of this whole journey, is seeing that overlap. And then the fact that we're in two different parts of the United States, you know, and you are seeing that and I'm seeing that. And so it has to be universal. It just kind of reiterates like the whole, there's a bigger picture to it. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah. And that, that whole concept too is a little bit what I try to drive myself back to as a coping mechanism, right? I mean, it's pretty, I'm not a person, like I'm not a proponent of just like toxic or false positivity just for like the sake of it. By all means, feel what you feel.
Sometimes it's shit.
Sometimes it's shit. And I redirecting myself to be like, you know what, let's just maybe try embracing what's going on. Maybe there's something that I'm not seeing, you know, does help me kind of stay in more of a less spiraling space, I will say.
It makes it less shit, right?
Yeah, a little less. So
no, I get it. I you know, like I have moments where I'm spiraling. It's almost like linear time doesn't seem to matter so much anymore. It's really about kind of like this spiral circular. One minute I'm good, and then the next minute I've caught too much news and I'm spiraling, you know? And so I bounce between those, and it's almost like each moment by moment, not day by day, not hour by hour, just literally moment by moment is really where we have to function now or something. I don't know. So
I would concur. That's a thing.
Yeah. Thing. Words are hard, it's a thing. That's the gist of this Fuck It Friday, guys. Sometimes it's shit, words are hard, and it's a thing.
It's a thing. I don't know. We're moving through a thing. Like
we're moving through universally. We're moving through a thing.
Moving through a thing.
So coping skills. Top 10 coping skills. Probably what? Get out in nature, ground and center, whatever that may mean for you.
Basic self-care, you know.
Shower.
Brush your hair, teeth, shower, something that makes you feel like you're doing something good for you.
The wind is cleansing me right now.
I see that. You're getting a wind cleanse.
Okay, so we were at 3. What else? Put on your favorite clothes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coffee, if that's your thing. Or, you know, like ritualize a routine for yourself. So now, you know, for me, the coffee has kind of a routine. I get up, I let the dogs out, I make the coffee, you know, and then I create the coffee, and then I sit in the sun with the coffee. Like, it becomes a whole thing. And I think part of the struggle we're having is that all of our normal routines just suddenly, almost overnight, went bloop, they're gone.
Yes.
So we got to make ourselves some new touchstones, some new rituals, some new routine.
I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, and so I think, okay, so that's 5. So make some goals, maybe some small, like
small,
sit in the sun, brush your teeth, those kinds of things. All right, so we're at 6. How many? We got 4 left. Let's do it.
4 more. We got this.
Music.
Yes, that's
music.
You were in my brain again. I was about to say, like, you know, delve into entertainment that you really enjoy, that motivates you, that, you know, like sings to your soul, even if that's, you know, I saw somebody post earlier about how depressing music really has always calmed them, like music that other people think is like sad. And it's not even when they're just in, you know, like down spaces. And I thought that was really interesting. So
that is. So music, and then I think creation, like creating things, you know, and for each of us, that could be different things, you know, could be in the bedroom, creating babies, could be just.
We're in that time of the year, you know, we're almost.
We are at near Beltane. I'm just saying, just throwing them out there. But no, it could be art, it could be music, it could be, you know, literature, it could be writing, whatever it is for you, creating, and it could just be
baking.
Cooking,
I mean, a lot
baking.
of people are getting in there. It could be just like cleaning out a closet, or you know.
Creating space for yourself.
So don't, I always caution people, like I wrote a whole article and got it posted on Pathos.com about like creativity is not just putting a paintbrush to
Yeah.
paper or whatever. It's about literally you're bringing something into being. So go bring some things into being somehow, some way, whatever that works for you. Garden. Oh my God. Because then you get to be in the sun. Multitasking. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
9?
We're done. So we need one more. All right.
That might have been 8, and we're on 9 now. I
Oh,
don't
we're
know.
on 9 now. Okay. All right. Way to keep us online. All right.
Yeah,
So 9. What's 9? I don't know.
Oh, limit your news intake and your like, if that's really, if that ups your anxiety. I mean, if you're a person where it helps you, by all means, take in what you need to take in. But like, if because that's me. This one over here, I will spiral. Yeah. So I allow myself, some intentional time. This is the half hour or up to like an hour that I'm going to let myself go down those holes and those little follow the rabbits. And then I'm going to just turn that crap off. And,
I have to do that with myself too. All right. So limit your intake of news.
You can come up with 10. It's yours.
I think, I don't know. Just be, like sometimes my self-care is just really forgiving myself for just sitting my ass on the couch and watching some weird forensic show. Like that's my vice is like some weird, like, Snapped or forensic shows, whatever it is. But like I keep asking myself, like, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be doing productivity? Am I supposed to be doing something? Now, if you've been sitting there for 3 days, then you might want to like do something else.
That's where I was with the video game day. Yeah. After it became about 3 days, I was like, Laura, you're not. No.
We're not okay. But I mean, I think giving ourselves permission for those small moments of just being is really what I'm a little bit struggling with. Because I feel like we're used to having a goal to reach or something that we're supposed to be doing. And we're really struggling as a whole to get to a space where we're just like, okay, I don't know what today is, but we're just going to roll with it. So,
yeah, it's definitely good practice for that, like to learn and develop that skill.
Yeah. It's a balance too. You got to learn and develop that skill, but then you got to shower, right? So
right.
You got to do both.
Exactly. And that's going to look different for everybody too, right? Like,
yeah. Don't compare yourself to others. Side note, don't compare yourself to others.
Other side note, don't like #Virgo. I say that for myself. Your to-do list to where it's scary.
Yeah.
Like if you decide to go a list route, just to give yourself that visual reminder. Because for me, like if it's not habitual, it is not happening. I will think of the grandest schemes and forget immediately. So, but keep it short and sweet. Pick like, 2 things.
Yeah, I like that.
Really, and then when those are normal, maybe you add some more. Compassion for yourself, I think, is really the biggest thing right now.
I agree. It's huge. We have to love ourselves. So on this Bucket Friday, you have our 10 and side notes.
I think there were 10, maybe. I don't know. There might have been 9.
We don't know. We hope 7. They're 10, So
might have been 11.
Like with anything, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, Also, side note to this side note, we are planning a dance party, right? Next Saturday, we're doing a virtual nightclub dance party. We don't really know exactly.
No idea what it's going to turn up like, but
so
it's be a thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing, So be on the lookout for the event page that gives you the details for that as we figure it out. Because I think it is going to be really cool because I think connections are really big right now. Hope you guys are doing great. Laura has a couple of different pages. She has a couple of different live feeds and different stuff that she does. Be sure to check those out. And then be sure to check out our Quirky Lotus Tribe page. So, love you guys.
Lots of love, everybody.
All right.
Bye, Did you have a message for us before we go?
Oh, shit. I forgot. Okay, let me pull cards. All right. So.
Distracting you.
I know, I got distracted. All right, so mine says, imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream and believe in unlimited possibilities. I like that.
Very cool. You want me to pull a card?
Yeah, pull a card. We'll pull a card for you, and then we'll both pull a card for the people. How about that?
I'm gonna pull for the people.
I almost pulled that one out.
I just
Love
looked
that
down
one.
and I was like, oh, you want to share. You want to share a message here with everybody. All right, cool. Let's do this.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with this deck, this is called the Rebel deck. It's the Oracle with Attitude, and it on the front of the package says 0 filter, 0 fucks, and all fun. So
it's amazing. I led a workshop one time, and that's how I made everybody introduce themselves, was with the
nice.
It was nice.
That's good. I love this deck. Yeah, and it is always, it lets me know when it's ready to talk. Let's see. Okay, come on, you. How about, what is this? Don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. So
I like it.
just
throw it to the wall and see what sticks, right?
Exactly. Just
all right.
Let some things happen. Y'all got this.
All right. I'm gonna draw one more for the people, right?
All right.
All right. Beloved. Romance is returning. Believe you are lovable.
Aww.
Right? Aww. It can be romance for self too, right? So don't force it and love yourself, whatever that may mean for you.
Yep.
All right, guys. We will see you next Friday.
Yay! Right. Bye.
Did it stop?
No.